Is this a pajama top? Yes. Hi everyone, if you're new here, my name is Sally and I'm a mixed media artist in Australia, and if you're not new here, welcome back. So I got this from Peter Alexander. They have an amazing Garfield collection and I think it's technically a pajama top, but it's so stinking cute that I just want to wear it all day. I love the colours. I love Garfield. If you've been here for a minute or you know me in real life, I love that guy. Now, I know in my last video I just did a sketchbook tour and we're going to do something similar this week. So I keep a bullet journal, and last year, the year before, I was making some bullet journal videos, but I actually just prefer to sit down with my journal and do it myself and not worry about filming the process and that sort of thing. I do really like the creative side of my bullet journal, so I did want to show you a flip through of the 6 months before I set up my new one, which will be from July to December. So this bullet journal is a 192-page journal from Australian company Slow Journal, and they contribute to a reforestation initiative. So with every notebook sold, they plant a tree. So that really tipped me over the edge when buying this journal, which is now covered in cat fur. I like to start with a self-portrait. Now I'm going to censor this sticker, but I'll link Bevan Eilish's Instagram down below so you can check out her work. She's amazing. And then I've got Free Palestine Printing. The goth sticker is one that I made, and the rest are from various upcrate boxes. Then we've got my calendar, another little upcrate sticker. I like to write down 3 words to take into the 6 months. And then I've just got package tracker, wish list, things to check out. And these are spreads that I do at the start of every journal. Art to make, goals, YouTube ideas, and a little photo highlight for each month. And my lunar calendar. Now, January was definitely my favorite. Like, I started off really strong, I think, because I spent a little bit more time on it, and I've been really influenced by 60s psychedelic art, and that's what I took into this setup. And I love the way this turned out. I think I just chose a beautiful color palette, and I love the way these spreads looked visually. And I do keep the same spreads every month, but I just change the theme and how they look. But this was a really fun one. I like to have little quotes. And I do a full moon and a new moon spread, and this is where I do a lot of my journaling, thoughts, intentions, things to work on, that sort of thing. And I do like to put art into my bullet journal when I've got some space. And 1 line a day is my daily diary, and then a little reflections page. February, I'd gone to see Poor Things, and I was heavily influenced by that. So this was a whole setup with a lot of collage and had some quotes from Bella Baxter. So generally how I set up my bullet journal every month, I do the whole monthly setup at the start of the month. And I usually pick, if I don't have like a specific visual theme, I'll pick a color palette and go from there. I'll pick a color palette and a font, and then I just start with that. This was actually a photo that I took of some graffiti that I actually saw when I was in America one time on a trip. And I've got a little collection of washi tapes that I like to use. And there's Bella again. Bella again. And I really love doing little bits of collage. I've got this old vintage pin-up book and I use that for a lot of collage. And then I just tore out pieces of paper, stuck that on. Here's another collage. I'm a flawed experimenting person. And again, one line a day and reflections. So every month has this start page with either a quote or some artwork and the name of the month. Then I have my calendar, to-do list. Now March, I actually added in an extra page for the zine, for Stung, just to jot down ideas for the zine, the mini zine, and the art print. I always have a double page playlist. And I have the lunar calendar at the start so that the new moon and full moon spreads are in that week that they occur. Sometimes I like to do a little folded kind of Dutch door situation just to add a bit of interest. But you'll see as I flip through, it's basically the same spreads every month. And this is just what works for me. This is my 3rd year bullet journaling. And I figured out the things that I need. Cowboy Carter was in March. I'll never forget that day. And I've figured out the spreads that work for me, the things that I need. And the great thing about the bullet journal is that you can add things in as you need them or take things out if they don't work for you. It's evolved a bit over the years, but this seems to be what works for me. I cannot be free with you not being free. As you can see, April is very sort of dull and bare. I don't know, I was really going through it in April, and so it's really bare bones, nothing very exciting this month. But I still got all my spreads in there, and you know, it helps me stay organized. It's just definitely not as visually exciting as the other months. May was when I was working on the Garfield zine. I just finished it, and so I had some extra clippings from the comics, so I did it all in my bullet journal, and I love the way this came out. As you have obviously seen, I love Garfield, and that zine was a really, really fun one to make. And speaking of the zine, I send out 2 zines to my Ko-fi members every month. I thank you so much for all your support. I've got 3 different tiers. One is Discord access, and just to have, I post pictures of my sketchbook as I do them. And then we've got 2 tiers with the physical rewards, with the 2 zines and one with an art print in addition to the zines. So yeah, it's a great way to support me. If you would like to check that out, I will have that linked in the description box down below with all my other socials. Yeah, the Garfield bullet journal setup just had to be done, and I love the way it turned out. It's just really colourful and fun, especially coming off the month before where it was pretty dull and depressing. This one was a lot of fun. One line a day and reflections. It's my reminder to update my website, which is in there every single month, and I still haven't done it. And then June, which is the current month and the end of this journal, I did a little cowboy theme, cowgirl theme. And generally, after I've done my setup, I'll do a quick flip through and make it into a short. So keep an eye out for those throughout the end of every month. But yeah, I don't do the videos doing the actual setup anymore because I just like to do that in my own time and not worry about filming it. Look at his podgy belly. Meowdy. This was a really fun one too. And I just had some pastel highlighters in a limited color palette and I'd use those. And that's the way that I keep the whole month looking cohesive, is through the color palette and through, I'll generally pick a font and use that throughout. This was my favorite spread of this month, the little saloon doors with the cats going in with the catnip. So cute. And they're really easy to make. They just take 4 pages. So you just fold in the middle 2 pages and stick them down, and then you've got the little Dutch door. And then a little snake. And that is where we're at until I have to set up my new journal, which is an Archer and Olive journal. I just couldn't go past this design. It's absolutely stunning. It's got the gold foiling on the front and then it's embossed on the back. It's just so beautiful. So this will be July to December. If you liked this video, like this video and consider subscribing to my channel. I do lots of art subscription box unboxings and work in my sketchbook and things like that. I'm doing more painting at the moment, so let me know if you want a painting video. I'm about to start that one there. Yeah, I want to thank you so much for watching and being here and all your support, and I really appreciate you so much, and I hope you have a lovely day or night whenever you're watching this, and I'll see you next time. Bye.